Although he had set out at the first dim rays of dawn on foot, assisted by the occasional motor car, he did not reach this main bend of the river until nearly nightfall, much later than he had hoped. The low-grade light of the sun behind the tree line now presented him with a dilemma. Finding it much too dark to proceed into the thicket, but too early to abandon his plan, he parted the low branches of the thicket, the thick undergrowth on the periphery of the forest, brought himself up tall as a warrior, and searched the dense woodland floor with his eyes, looking for a trail, or a clearing of some kind that would suggest an entrance, a safe passage to the cauldron of this dark evergreen sea. Meanwhile, the sunset had begun to turn a deep dusky red, gold, and navy against the black silhouette of the encircling trees. Directly above, a white crescent moon made her half-sliver appearance, followed by the North Star, a frozen spark above the horizon's diminishing bonfire. He considered whether to enter the dense forest, which would inevitably obliterate the illumination of moonlight. With a sense of purpose still strong, he was keen to advance into the belly of the beast and discover the source of the pull, which, like a fishhook, had lodged itself in its central space in his inner ear and was now working its magic to reel him in. He was a salmon swimming instinctively upriver through a path of undeniable dangers, a night forest replete with predators, but he confronted his momentary fears with uncharacteristic disregard, for tonight, logic and self-preservation were not his masters. His initiation into the forest was a baptism of darkness. Almost immediately, the dim moonlight disappeared, a lamp blown out by a phantom wave, and the darkness descended upon him, swallowing him in its jaws whole. Even the constant strains of music in his head ceased. He turned his whole body to see from where he had arrived through. Though he was standing merely 5 steps from his entrance, he could not determine it, so complete was the darkness. For a moment he felt embalmed by it. Never before had such isolation permeated his being. Without any internal sound or external light, Bernard was a tree in the darkness himself, suspended in time, space, and all existence. And disconnected as he was from his senses, even his earthly body, he soared. First like a night owl low through the trees, and then higher and higher, till he burst through the treetops and at last found the moonlight that illuminated the view. From the vantage point, he could see a single massive cedar standing tall in the very heart of the forest before a clearing that suggested the widest part of a creek bed or river. The tree stood regal and imposing, a beloved queen presiding over her subjects, a fearless but compassionate leader. Her benevolence and majesty, her very existence, was overwhelming. Then suddenly, and without warning, the tree swayed and toppled to the floor unceremoniously and seemingly in suspended motion. At that instant, as if the core of his being were transformed into a piece of lead or iron ore, Bernard felt himself sucked back down into the forest floor just as the awful trembling began to subside. His eyes opened. He was on the ground, but in a moment he was standing, now sensing the tremor in his feet and the shockwaves filtering through the branches and through his hair. Then, as if on cue, the music slowly began again. First imperceptibly, then rising to a crescendo in his inner ear. An undeniable force was now taking over. He was being pulled to the center of the uncharted forest as if a strong magnet resided there. He was guided on his journey by this vacillating equilibrium, dictated by an inner music. Approximating an internal compass, it instructed him, directed his progress, and informed him when he was off the track. And by the time he walked and climbed a significant distance into the forest and finally reached the fallen tree, the late morning sun had created a cauldron of light in the clearing. A theater stage set for a giantess. Ophelia lying in silent repose on her watery deathbed. Thank you. So if you're interested in the book, you can come see me later, and we can all support Kids Talk Radio and the wonderful Sound Effects Orchestra. Thank you, Bob.
Thank you, Nancy.